All right, welcome to the explainer. Sometimes the biggest stories are hidden in the smallest places. Today, we're going to look at a word you use all the time, probably every single day. But I bet you've never really stopped to think about what's going on behind the scenes with it.
So let's just jump right in. How would you define this word? Color. Just take a second. What comes to mind? You've got an answer, right? Seems easy enough.
Yeah, it feels super straightforward. But what if I told you that whatever definition you just came up with is only the tip of the iceberg? That this one little word, it's actually a key that unlocks this huge, fascinating story about how we all communicate with each other all over the world.
Okay, so to get to that bigger story, we've got to start small. We have to dissect this word and figure out what it actually does. Let's look at its main job first.
So first up, as a noun, a thing. It's the image caused by light in your eyes. Think about it. My favorite color is blue. What's the color of that car? It's a quality, a thing we can point to and name. But then, it does this cool little magic trick. It completely changes its role and becomes an action, a verb. To color something means to give it color, like you color in a coloring book. Or, the sunset colored the sky. It's something you actively do.
And when you see them side by side like this, it's kind of cool, right? Same word, two totally different jobs. One is a thing you see, the other is something you do. But here's the thing. The real secret, the really interesting part, isn't in these definitions. Nope. It's a tiny little clue I found hidden on the dictionary page.
All right, let's get into it, because this is where it gets really good. If you're looking at the data for this word, there's this little tag. It's so easy to miss. And there it is. It just says, color is on the basic English 850 list. You probably just scroll right past that, not think anything of it, but trust me, that one little sentence, it's the whole reason we're here. It's the key.
So, I know what you're thinking. What in the world is the basic English 850 list? It definitely sounds important, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It is.
Just look at that number, 850. Let that sink in for a second. 850. That is not a random number. It was picked very, very carefully for a really big reason.
Okay, so the B850, it's a special list of just 850 core English words. The whole idea is that if you know just these 850 words, you can pretty much talk about everyday stuff with anyone, anywhere in the world. It's like a universal starter pack for English. And our little word color was important enough to make that list.
So, okay. Color is a basic, essential word, but that doesn't mean it's simple. Oh no. Even in this super curated list, there's still complexity because, well, English is spoken all over the place.
And this is a perfect example. In America, it's C-O-L-O-R, but hop over to the UK and it's C-O-L-O-U-R. It's the same word, it means the same thing, but that one tiny difference tells you a whole story about history and place. See? Even the basic words have their own little quirks.
Which brings us to the big question, right? Why bother? Why go through all the work of boiling English down to just 850 words? What's the point? Why does any of this matter?
Well, think about it. Language can be a real mess, right? It's this huge tangle of rules and words and exceptions to the rules. What projects like Basic English try to do is untangle all that. They want to create a simple, solid foundation that anyone can build on. It's all about making communication accessible for everyone.
And believe me, the need for that is just huge. I mean, look at this. These are just a handful of the languages out there. Each one is its own world, its own culture. So having a common starting point, a simple shared language, it's like building a bridge that connects all these different worlds.
So let's go all the way back to the beginning. That first definition, the image caused by light in your eyes. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? It's so simple. There's no fancy jargon. You don't need a science degree to get it. It's just clear. That's simple English in a nutshell. It just works. And really, that's the whole point. That's the big idea here. It doesn't matter if we're talking about one of these 850 basic words or some super complex idea. How we say it matters. When we make the effort to be clear, we're building bridges between people. And when we don't, we're just building walls.
So I'll leave you with this. This whole deep dive, it all started with one single, simple word. It proves that we can take something complex, like an entire language, and find its simple core. So it makes you wonder, right? If we can do that with language, what's next? What other big, complicated ideas out there are just waiting for us to find the simple words to explain them to everyone?